Okay, with transformations, the first one that we're going to be looking at is the transforming along the x-axis. And one in particular that we're going to be looking at is the x squared. So we're going to be getting the x values and we're going to square them. Now, we can see what it's going to do here. It's going to move those values that are curved into a straight line. Okay, so example 1, plot the data on the table, comment on the form of the relationship between x and y. So we get our calculator out, go to the lists, put the x and y values in, and we do our scatter plot. And you can see that this type of graph is non-linear. So we must write that the relationship between x and y is non-linear. We have to make sure that we specify that. Now we want to turn it into something linear, so just wait until we do this. Part B says apply a squared transformation to the x values, so we're doing an x squared. Again plot the data and comment on the form of the relationship between y and x squared. So we've squared our x values and we get that, and there's our y values still, they haven't changed. You can see on the graph we've put x squared and y on the y-axis, that's still the same. But now when we draw our line, we can see that we get a straight line. So we have changed something that is curved to something that is straight. So it says to comment on it, so we must make sure that we comment. The relationship between x squared and y, or you could say the relationship between y and x squared, is linear. Okay, it doesn't matter how you write it. And make sure that you say x squared and y. Now there's all your calculator steps, of course. We'll just quickly talk them through. Right, x and y in our lists and spreadsheets, we typed in our values. We did our scatter plot down the bottom. This line over here is because it's showing that it's on the 0. X is 0 there, not right on the y-axis. Okay, so very important. Right, then we went back to the calculator and we type in this equation to square the x values. So we don't have to type in the x values ourselves. In that dark shaded area, if we put equals x to the power of 2, it squares them itself. And then we're going to be graphing that column and the y. So our next one we've graphed, and you can see it's the x squared one that we've graphed right there against the y. Okay, so there's our graph. We get a linear one coming through.